warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alvyn Kurnia Dwi Putra, and my student identity number is 22240900059. And I want talking about Google Apps. What roles does Google Apps play in a student's life? A. Pause navigation. Due to the fact its inception in 1998, Google has grown to be a broadly used search engine. It has modified the manner we observe, approach every talk, approach every task, and include a selection of innovation practice. With the rapid development and accessibility of instructional apps, there was a considerable change inside the adoption of apps with the aid of educators and those who use those apps. Currently, the market is flooded with competing apps together with iOS apps, Google Apps, One Power Apps, Chromebooks, and so on. Most of the people of apps support content navigation via taps, finger zooms, or finger swipes. Over the years, there has been big growth within the installation and use of Google Apps for shared documents, drives, and video with the purpose of completely transforming learning and teaching. According to the Bepson survey, the variety of college students taking at least one route only has multiplied with the 7.1%, seeing that from 2013 until 2014. This pattern become then accelerated by 48.1% in 2018 and 2019. Well, it's 2020. Google's Google Apps currently has over 40 million online tutor teachers, college individuals, students, and workforce participants. According to a British technology record, extra than 70 American universities are the usage of Google Apps. Google Apps also are used at 8 Ivy League university. The purpose of this article is to move over several elements of Google Apps that contribute to educational success. Past navigation, technology, and GAFE Google acceptance for education. Social media networking apps have proven significantly exchange in this incredibly competitive world. Jewel Montero and Lama 2014 info from the have a look at each social media structures give numerous possibilities for collaboration and visibility among students. They said when social media used by instructors to an inexperienced persons in a schoolroom, this will create an interactive studying surroundings. As according to challenge writer Bristol, when an app designed for pedago, pedago, peda, pedagogy, pedagogically usage, it has a tendency to provide a bridge between the gap shape between schooling and technology with exclusive force of increasing mastering platform to the school. From the above assertion, we can divide GAFE as incorporated based totally cloud suit aiming to convert the 21st century schooling device. All of the Google apps have been fashioned to aid provisioning of Google Suite and different collaborative tools, inclusive of Google Plus, Google Files, Google Sheets, Google Meet, Gmail, Google Chat, YouTube, and so on. To meet the drastic alternative to COVID-19 applicability of Google Learning apps were seen as instrumental regardless of geographical places. Besides these records, some online getting to know systems along with MOOCs. Having a number one objective to make schooling is to be helpful capability beginners permits universities to teach college students of numerous heritage. If you locate it too tough to recognize the position MOOCs on a broad attitude to your mission writing, texturing from source essay, base essay, author group right now. C. Understanding role of Google Apps in education. Giphy is most cloud included platform works no matter where college students stay or the use of its device. Google 2013. This platform enables thousands of students to access the nice of training with collaborative gear with primary intention of improving the conventional way of teaching and studying. Google Apps and equipment allow colleges and students to paintings in Nexus without a doubt on documents, reviews, presentation, and initiative. This predominantly enables in making cloud-based totally websites complement to conventional coaching for turning in an effective route in less time. Source App Any. In an outlook of Schaffhauser 2020 percentage of the download of instructional apps will increase every week by way of 19% until the preliminary and ending month of 2019 and 2020. Most effective within the United States, the pinnacle academic apps are discovered to be Google Lecture Room, Elegance Dojo, Remind apps, Safe Study Room apps for sharing videos, conducting lectures, and supplying message. Google Study Room has topped most of the survey and registered 60% growth in app downloading. This is expected to grow by means of 150% in upcoming months. As consistent with online venture help experts, this increase is conceivable best due to the fact unique capabilities Google attempts to supply and on every occasion and making getting to know more effective. In addition to this, most famous Google suite including Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Doctors, Google Corporations, Google Plus, Google Sites, and Google Drive were developing will develop having specially concentrate on business and schooling. The adoption of Gavi by universities. It is evident and been in information from past decades, U.S. universities have partnered with Google to make sure Gavi platform suitable gives colleges and students main approaches to overcome challenge in speedy globalization and technological improvements. For instance, Arizona State University is determined to allow technologies in training area to rebuild questioning and new strategies of teaching. Aside from the custom design mode of Google Files, Google Spreadsheet permits tutor to share sheet and as a result evaluating college students' overall performance on a salt basis. All the UG university are constantly sourcing technologies and adapting them to benefit online stories and effectively enhancing teaching and learning. A few different universities like Valparaiso College and transitioning Google Apps in institution wise email and calendar, there is no question these steps drastically impacting the way gaining knowledge of perceive with those clouds. Based answers, teachers get massive support, enhancing productivity, but a few as Isai helper birth said the adoption of G Suite can be pretty challenging at times. Have a look at has revealed some innovation may get failed if customers fails to recognize challenge. In case you want to know reoccurring challenge Google Apps had been going through since the lengthy period. Then supply SI, primarily based SI rewriter team are usually prepared to offer sufficient facts on ramification of issues on your mission writing. Role of Gavi or Google Apps in student life. Empowering students. Google is broadly recognizable for empowering students regardless of their age, gender, nationality, and faith. It gives college students with limitless possibilities to explore kinds of topics and gives them identical blessings to access the data. Gephi tools are effective and smooth to apprehend by managers to simultaneously give access to students to all the exchange in exclusive timestamps. B. Inadequate selection. Google offers a great variety for desire for both educators and learners. In phrases of computability with studying material, Google Apps provide revision history so that student can see all the adjustment at one pass, or if they are available throughout coaching hours, they are able to access lecture in their free time. C. Communication. Google Apps allows each communication and collaboration in order to achieve most effective productivity in a limited period. As an example, Gavi-based course websites, students could be updating their information and might see their exams process. They can also take access from venture help specialist system from Google with if they discover any deep trouble in writing assignments. The enhanced productivity. Last but not least, Google Apps have been capable of penetrate deep inside the education system irrespective obstacle as it provides loose surface for students or as occasionally very reasonably priced. Its educational gadgets are less costly and easy to preserve at identical time. It is supported by defined skills poor inside the world. E. What is your own conclusion? We've got started out this blog by means of signifying how Google has performed massive success over a while and penetrating deep into the academic sphere. There, wa- there we extracted a widespread growth has been visible in Google Apps setup and utilization for sharing files, drives, video aiming of transforming learning and teaching to all together. Inside the next phase, we've tried to give a shred of evidence to focus on the developing charts of GAVI adoption in training system by way of sourcing statistic adopted from any source. Afterward, we determine what number of universities in America are emphasizing on Google Apps or partnered with the business enterprise to make studying dynamic and interactive. And remaining in the block, we've discussed the function of Google Play in education through illustrating key points which includes of Google Apps lets in diverse agencies to share contents through wikis, Google Docs, Google Forums, and Google Sheet. Additionally, it enables each communication and collaboration so that you can acquire most excellent productiveness within the restricted time span.